In today's video, we're going to be looking at the interior angles of different polygons and being able to fill out those diagrams and figure out the angle measures of each interior angle based on the information they give us. So specifically, we're just going to look at triangles and quadrilaterals today. So it's important, first of all, to know the angle sum of any polygon to figure out our missing angles. For a triangle, all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Any quadrilateral, anything with four sides, is going to add up to 360 degrees. All right, so it's important that we know those two facts when we're solving these diagrams or figuring out these diagrams. So we have a triangle here, so we know it's 180 degrees. All right, so now I'm going to create an equation and solve for x. So to add up all these, remember this box means it's a right angle, it means it's 90 degrees. So when I make my equation, I'm going to do x plus 32 plus 90, which is 180. And then I'm going to solve. X 32 plus 90 is 122. Minus 122 from both sides. And we get x is 58. So that means this angle right here is 58 degrees. And we could double check, use our calculator. 180 minus, there's another way you could do it, minus 90 minus, was it 32 I said? I think it was 58 degrees right there. And that's a quicker way to do it. But not all these diagrams are going to be that simple where they just give you just the numbers. You got to solve for the missing variable, as we'll see in the next one. Okay, so let's take a look at our next diagram. All right, we have three sides here, right? Triangle. So that means it's going to be 180 degrees. All right. Now, what I like to do with these is I like to line them up vertically so it helps me see my like terms. So I'm going to put the 4x minus 4 first, and then the 3x minus 4, and then the 7x plus 6. I'm going to add up all those together, and we know it's going to equal 180 degrees at the end. So 4x plus 3x plus 7x is 14x. Negative 4 plus 6 is negative 2. And I got a nice two-step equation. So we have 14x equals 182. Divide by both sides by 14. And I get x is 13. So what I do, I'm not just done with this. If I had to solve for x, then yes, I would be done. But if they asked me to find the angles of each of these angles in the triangle, I would have to plug them back in. So you would have to plug it back into each of these to figure out what those angles are. All right. So the 4x minus 4, so 4 times 13 minus 4. 4 times 13 minus 4 is 48. So that means this is 48 degrees. 3 times 13 minus 4 is 35 degrees. And 7 times 13 plus 6 is 97. And all three of these add up to 180 degrees. So that's a good way to check your answer at the end. Okay. Let's look at one more diagram. This one right here. Oh, look at that. Quadrilateral. So we know all of them add up to 360 degrees. So line them up vertically. I'm going to do 12x minus 2. Okay. The 11x minus 2. And I have to be careful with the other two. The 4x and the 94. So the 94, that has to go at the end. Okay, because I don't have an x next to it. And the 4x has to go here. So when I line them all up and add them, right? So you have 12x plus 11x plus 4x is 27x. Negative 2, and 94 is plus 90 equals 360. We got a two-step equation, minus 90, minus 90. And look at that. I get 27x is 270. Is that right? 360. A nice. Divide both sides by 27. And I get my x is 10. And again, you could plug it back in, right? 4 times 10 is 40 degrees. So this would be 40 degrees. 94, you already know that's 94. 12 times 10 is 120 minus 2 is 118 degrees for this one. And then the last one, 11 times 10 is 110 minus 2, which is 108. And it looks like this is not drawn to scale, but that's okay. All right. All four of these numbers end up adding up to 360 degrees. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this video. Remember, triangle, you have 180 degrees. A quadrilateral is 360, and then you add up your equations. Be careful with your like terms. Okay, make sure the x's are all lined up and all the constants are lined up when you're solving your equation. All right, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and always remember, whether you're solving for x or y, always give math a try.